Welcome to Freecircle-Fireside. I'm your host, Ed Waters, and I want to bring you insight that's right, truth with integrity, and the stories that matter the most to you. So, climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. Let's chill and roll with it. We want to talk about man pleasers today. The world is full of them now. Instead of trying to please God, they are trying to please men. Let's go to Ephesians in the good book. Ephesians 6, 5 through 9. Slaves, be obedient to those who are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, in the sincerity of your heart, as to Christ. With good will render service as to the Lord, and not to men, knowing whatever good thing each one does, this he will receive back from the Lord, whether slave or free. Ephesians 6:6. Not by way of eye service as men pleasers, but as slaves of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart. A lot of people, they miss it. I don't try to please men. You can never please men. They will always turn on you. You know, look at your social media accounts. You can be up on your followers, and then all of a sudden you release something and boom, your followers drop. Then you post something else, your followers climb. That's wishy-washy attitudes. If you are worried about viewer counts and pleasing others, your message will never get out. You're never going to be able to clarify what you are trying to put out there. A lot of people don't like what I say. That's their choice. However, I do have something to say, and I will say it because I am obedient to my Lord. And if I have the Spirit moving me to say something, especially about Scripture, I'm going to open my mouth. I'm going to blow my horn. And by God, somebody's going to hear it. So, if you are worried about pleasing men, you're never going to get far. Reach out and try to please God. Do His will, not the will of men. John 12:43. For they loved the approval of men rather than approval of God. That's important. John 12:43. For they loved the approval of men rather than the approval of God. Interesting. Let's go to Acts 5:29. But Peter and the apostles answered, "We must obey God rather than men." Are you a follower of God? Or are you a follower of men? It matters. See, you will never be happy in life if you're always chasing the approval of men. Because just as you get it, it's going to be gone. Because men are not stable. You've got to put your trust in God. So Galatians 1:10, for am I now seeking the favor of men or of God? Or am I striving to please men? If I were still trying to please men, I would not be a bound servant of Christ. Very interesting what the Word will tell you if you listen. Acts 24:27. But after 2 years had passed, Felix was succeeded by Porcius Fetus, and wishing to do the Jews favor, Felix left Paul imprisoned. So man-pleasing will make people wishy-washy. Men get mad because of things that you say. And their anger is just followed up by immoral acts. If you allow men to dictate your rules, your laws, and the way you live, you're going to have a very rough life. You put your trust in God, and He'll walk you through this. You know, you got to learn to forgive others. It's not easy, because anger is everywhere in the world. And getting over it is hard to do. Sometimes we are slaves in our own minds. So you can free yourself. All you have to do is find Christ, reach out, ask for Him to come into your life, and be true to that. Really want Christ, because the world's treasures and the world's temptations are so bountiful out there, and it's easy to get tripped up in them. I still get tripped up in them myself. I'm not perfect. I live here on planet Earth, and I'm born into this behavior. It's coming out of it, recognizing what it is and coming out of it. That's the thing a lot of people can't do. So we've got to stop. We've got to think. And we've got to clear our head of all of the anger in the world. It's just, we cannot please men. You can make them happy here and there, but you'll never be able to please them. So stop trying so hard to be in the clique with that popular person, because eventually they'll turn on you too. See, that's the thing. They need that to feed off of. Go to the good drink. Drink of the Word, my friends. Find Jesus. It's hard to understand, especially when you're entrapped in the world. So, yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit with you today about man-pleasing, because a lot of people get mad at me all the time because of the things I say. And I'm not here to please men. I'm here to do the labors of the Lord. And that always gets me flack. But I'm willing to take that because I have faith that most can't recognize. And I pray that you all receive that same sort of loving, calming, peaceful guidance that I receive every day in my life. I have bad days, I get upset, I get angry, but I get guidance through it. Thank God. Anyway, stop trying to be a man pleaser. It's never going to work for you. Well, that's it for another Free Circle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join Free Circle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the Fireside. Ed, Free Circle, out.